again, MP.
And you'll be living with your very own Lakers Beanie. The National Basketball Association and Los Angeles Lakers are commercial safe and available sports experiences. We therefore ask you to refrain from any game.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Incredible performance was from Skylar Cole, singing our national anthem. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA, celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And a chance here to check out some stats for OG Anunoby.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Jalen Brunson. OG Anunoby is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Lakers, up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. MP out there with Doncic, and it's Hayes in at the 7. And teams getting geared up, Greg, for the stretch run. Does that give you extra motivation as a player?
Oh, yes. Seeing that finish line can really help you out down the stretch. As a player, ending the year strong is key, whether you're in the playoff race or in the lottery.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Brunson with it. And tonight's game gives MP a chance to continue one of his goals he set for himself, being a thorn in the side of the best teams in the NBA.
And now the big boys in the league know when MP says he's coming for you, he means it. And whenever they've had a tough opponent in front of them, they've raised their level. So they are sending a message, and boy, has it been heard.
And it's in there.
And LeBron makes that insane dribble move look so effortless. What a showman he is.
To the middle. Here's Bridges, and the layup's good off the glass.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Enzo Jordan will bring it out for the Lakers. This, their first look at this year's New York squad. Pass to Doncic. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, the exceptional handle. Doncic has every move, can go in any direction. Look out, folks.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect.
Go, boys!
And here is Bridges. Following the three-pointer by MP. They get it back.
In the
Brunson,
way.
that's a two-pointer. Unable to get that one.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Jordan looking around. And Hayes kicks to MP.
Oh,
Good with the
my.
triple.
And close to making the defense
As soon as I left
pay
my hands, I
for
knew
the
that
lax
was
coverage that time.
It's not good. It's not good.
Brunson outside.
This guy.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Krills the three-pointer.
One of the things you love about Jalen Brunson, he takes quality shots. How about that look from 3?
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against New Orleans lit up the floor. He scored 24 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. He didn't let the losing streak get to him. In fact, he used it as motivation to get the W and break that streak. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He
That's
was a
it.
one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like
Josh,
about this
how's
guy,
it going,
he's
man?
able to
Josh,
keep the
Kane,
intensity
and
whenever
Shane.
needed, and players
good,
really
buddy.
feed off his energy.
You're just getting started, baby.
Shooting 2. That free throw good from Doncic. It's hard to believe, but
I knew
Luka
that was going
Doncic
in.
is
I just
still
knew
in
that.
his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he
Don't go
does
there.
because in the first
Don't go there.
part of his career, he's been all NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times.
McCarroll,
He's
what's good?
averaged
What's
over
good? How we
30
doing? How
in
we
a season.
doing?
I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Here's Connect after Mikal Bridges' bucket. On the wing, MP.
Listen, dude.
Offline with his 3. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. To the paint. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Hart.
Carl Anthony.
First of all, when did they get this guy? Let's take a look at this. So it had to been within this little season, even that trade. That's crazy, bro. Anyway. Killer McCarma said these sport games nowadays look real. It's wild. Yeah. Yo, Killer McCarma, what are you up to tonight? You down for some Black Ops 6? Do you have Black Ops 6? I feel like this is a deja vu. You have Call of Duty? I need a fucking team on Call of Duty, guys. But yeah, when I finish this little game off and go from there. Yeah, Killing McCarron said, long time no see. I know, guys. It's been a solid 5-6 days without you guys. And it was not easy. Trust me, it was not easy being without you guys. You guys are a huge part of my week.
Towns will mix his spots as a scorer, that time doing work inside.
Pass to Connect. And here's MP for 3. Drills it from outside. Jordan's got a couple of threes now in the first for Los Angeles. 1:06 left in the first quarter. From deep, Brunson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Jordan against Brunson. Doncic kicks to MP. Misses the three. The Knicks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Brunson.
Whoa!
Takes it off the glass.
This guy
Brunson's
fucking
got
burned.
5 now.
Boy, how highly skilled is Jalen Brunson with the ball in his hands? The ability to get anywhere on the floor that he wants to go.
Doncic, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Doncic outside. Towns with the defensive effort.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. New York ahead. They lead by a bucket. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
Son of a bitch. Fuck yeah.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you could see the results.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Bridges out there with Precious Achua. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Payne. And it's Accordi in at the 5 spot. And here's Payne following the three-pointer by MP. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Goodwin. And it's Goodwin with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Jordan finds Hayes. Lakers passing it around. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
McBride passes to Bridges. Down low. Second chance effort. And McBride gets it to go.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pisses me off is that rebound, man.
Outside, Jordan. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay
Pass it
disciplined,
to the wrong
we'll have
guy.
a chance to win.
They still
Kevin?
did it. Let's
A
go.
very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Here's Payne. Following the basket by LeBron James. Pass to Accordi. Bridges for 3. Drops in the tray. Bridges has got 9 points.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
MP kicks to LeBron. The 3 from MP. MP showing the range.
Great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Knicks trail by 7. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Yo, it's been a camera double there, bro. Anytime, dude. Anytime, don't know. I was actually having some fun on Black Ops 6 earlier.
Let's see what you got.
Not every game was easy. I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. Holy shit.
Nice try.
Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for the Lakers. Smart comes in for Goodwin. Here in the late stages of March, the range for teams in the power rankings has really solidified. Take a look at the Knicks. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And here's Brunson following the three-pointer by MP. Pass to McBride. 5 to shoot. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside, Smart. On the wing, MP. No good on the 3. Knicks trail by 6. Inside, here's McBride. Jordan with the rebound.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
The 3. Another miss by MP.
How is that missing?
Knicks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's Brunson. It's deflected.
I'll tell you, don't forget about Marcus Smart's vertical. Twice on the pipes, rejects that shot.
There's 39 seconds left here in the second. And here's MP for 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
MP outside. Pass to LeBron. Reeves outside. Back to LeBron. The shot off that time. Here's McBride. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court. And
When the comment says, let's just go, cha-ching. I think it did.
they're thinking about the shot.
I thought she was going to knock that shit down. I ain't going to care. Good try, good try. She kept me mad. This one's good.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
Love the passion he's bringing in every game. He's got a bottomless pit of energy, Ernie. You only see that in vets.
Yeah, you can tell this guy just wants to hoop. Now let's change gears back to the New York Knicks, who find themselves in a tightly contested ball game.
Well, they're not settling for long jumpers. They're getting the ball into the paint. And you know I love that.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, you know what? I played with Akeem, too. I liked it.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Lakers leading by 3. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Doncic out there with Jordan. And it's Hayes in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now Brunson, following the three-point attempt by MP. Brunson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And one thing among many doors that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in a crowd. What he does is really impressive.
Stop dick riding.
First one falls for him.
Well, because Jalen Brunson's such a terrific decision maker, you can tell how confident and comfortable this team is.
I gotta be careful.
He runs the offense.
Every time I say that nigga ain't shit, one of my friends say, I ain't shit.
And both free throws good for Brunson.
Hold on, bro. Let me put my drink down. Every time I say somebody ain't shit, they're like, I ain't shit. I ain't. Bro, calm down, bro. Nobody thinking about you, nigga. Anybody think about you.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
To the inside. Here's Hayes. Good in the
ain't no way, brother. Not that
Hayes
down.
has got his first bucket in this one.
A sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by New York.
I ain't mad at that shot.
Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Hart, that's good.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will
that was
mix
good
it
D,
up
though.
on the interior.
Los Angeles has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Bridges against MP. Pass to Vanderbilt. The 3 from MP.
Let's go!
Basket, but he's not satisfied
Stop
yet.
playing.
Well, the ability to spread the floor is such a valuable skill.
Brody. All right, let's catch up with the chat real quick. Did it just go cha-ching? Oh, I already said that. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, we're caught up. We're looking good.
In the league, and MP, yes, sir.
Hart kicks to Brunson. Brunson being aggressive.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
MP outside. To the middle. Here's LeBron. It's rebounded by New York.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right,
Yeah,
he stays
good.
connected, and great timing on the contest.
Now here's Brunson. 11 points in the game. He gets that one.
How was
Yeah,
he
simply
knocking down?
stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
Doncic kicks to MP. From the arc. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Knicks trail by 3. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Heading to the court, the Lakers girls. Let's make some noise.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hayes. Gannett comes in for James. Austin Reeves is checked in for Jordan. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Luka Doncic. And a switcher also for New York. Miles McBride's checked in for OG Anunoby. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Hart the pass to Brunson. Towns a screen on Smart. Here's Brunson. New York, no good that time either. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Y'all making it so easy. Reeves. Man, let me get in there. How about boy? Let's go, man. Let's go, Reeves. Let's go, Reeves.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got OG Anunoby. Achua is out there at
How is that not in,
there's
brother?
Miles McBride.
Come on.
And it's Payne at the point guard.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
With a floater, LeBron grabs the miss. The Lakers shooting 43% from the floor. Hayes down low. Towns on him. Shoots the 3. From range, LeBron is good.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Payne passes to Towns. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by LeBron. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Hayes. Now Milton. And here's Jordan outside. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Payne. Defended by Milton. Into the lane. Count the basket.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Here's LeBron following the score by New York. Milton the pass to James. That 3 off the mark.
LeBron want to kill
trail
them,
by
bro.
4.
I don't care. I like it, though. I like it.
Pass to Payne. Back to McBride. New York moving the ball around. Here's Achua. No good from outside.
All the time in the world to get that one.
Bro, LeBron wanted this.
LeBron James good.
LeBron wanted that 3 so bad, bro.
LeBron's got 6 points in the quarter.
Let's go,
And
bro.
they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole
fucking
point.
go,
Isn't it?
boys.
If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call
No,
time.
LeBron coming from.
He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
Oh, hold on, man. Let me drop them Lakers emojis in the chat, man. Hey, go Lakers, bro. Oh, man. Dead homies, bro. Go Lakers, man. Go Lakers, baby. Let's fucking go, boys.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Goodwin. And Doncic is subbed in for Shake Milton. Then for the Knicks, Josh Hart, he's checked in for Achua. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Cameron Payne. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He told us, guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over. You need to go out there and take control now. We'll see how it looks coming out of the timeout. Guys?
Thanks, David. Knicks trail by 7. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. That sends Jalen Brunson to the free throw line. It's on Luka Doncic. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Lakers.
I'm in love with how they're moving.
Oh shit, my fucking controller died.
The basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game. This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Back to Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant on their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
They'll never do that shit out of Can you imagine?
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
James wide open. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Oh, the rhythm and timing for LeBron James. No hesitation off the catch. You love to see it.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Cap. It is one of the
and
Lakers
guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Jordan. .124 left here in the 4th quarter. Knicks trail by 7. Anunoby passes to Hart. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on MP.
Really smart play by Bridges. Just that pump fake gets that defender off balance. Nicely done.
He's able to hit the second one, and that trims the lead to 6.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Pass to Vanderbilt.
Whoa, that passes.
James outside. Hayes with the screen for LeBron. Off target with his 3. Here's New York.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Bridges. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
That is big-time composure from Mikal Bridges. Backs against the wall. Got to have a bucket, and he delivers.
So they foul intentionally. Here's MP, and they double up MP. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Brunson, left side.
The ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Second team.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. And both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
New York calls timeout. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Fearless, confident competitor. Bridges with the delivery.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
taking 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
MP trying to shoulder the weight here.
And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Anthony Towns. That's his first personal foul. The 4th team foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
For Los Angeles, Luka Doncic.
And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. 8 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Runs in the pass to Hart. Fires from deep. That shot, no good. And so the Lakers take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the...
That's how we do it, baby.
Okay, then. That's how we stand on business.
Solid effort tonight on both ends. These fans make a lot of noise. Let's quiet them down.
back. Sorry about that, my guys.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jrue Holiday.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Luka Doncic is out there with MP, and it's Hayes in at the 5 spot. And for Boston, the core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court, Pritchard and White at the 1 and the 2, and it's Porzingis in at the center. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
So the Lakers will get the first possession here. Doncic passes to MP. There's the 3. The shot won't fall. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Pritchard. And the layup is good off the glass.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now here's Hayes. MP scanning the floor. Now Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Back to Jordan. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Now here's Porzingis. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. James finds Vanderbilt. MP outside. Here's the 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for Boston. 4-point game. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
Yes, surprised to split the season series last year. These guys have confidence in themselves against anyone they face.
There was a good back and forth between these teams last year. You'd expect it to be a mismatch on paper, but it turned out to be pretty even.
Now here's White. Boy, he just disappeared against Philadelphia. They needed him. Jacks up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum read the floor and fed the best guy he could find.
MP outside. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. From deep. And Los Angeles, another 3. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Pritchard, the pass to Porzingis. Back to Pritchard. Fires for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Pritchard's got 5 now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Hayes. On the wing, MP. He's guarded by White. From deep, Jordan. Hauled in by Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 4. And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Cornette's checked in for Porzingis. Horford comes in for Tatum. Walsh is checked in for White. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. Now here's Holiday. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Pass to Cornette. Horford with it. The fadeaway. Finney-Smith pulls it in.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Down low. Here's Connect. Kicks it out to MP. 4-3. It's rebounded by Walsh. Celtics trail by 6. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Holiday. Here's Walsh. Now here's Brown. No good on the 3. Here's Connect. And that one is stuffed right through.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And so it's Los Angeles finishing the quarter with an 8-point. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then there's Drew Holiday. And it's Davison in at the point guard position. That's the Boston Five. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
James passes to MP. And it's off from three-point range. Celtics trail by 6. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. And the layup falls.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He scored 28 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. He had his fingerprints on every part of the game. We'll see how he's able to impact things tonight, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Some changes for Boston. Porzingis comes in for Cornett, and Pritchard is subbed in for Davison. Los Angeles leading by 3. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Vanderbilt. MP outside. Three-pointer. And again, the Lakers no good.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
And there's the foul. It's on Jackson Hayes. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. And Richard, for the teams that are playoff bound at this point of the season, do they change anything for the rest of the year?
The main thing is you've got to keep guys fresh. And a coach doesn't want to give too much away in terms of game planning. There is a lot to consider in these moments.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
On the wing, Holiday. The three is up. Pritchard, no good.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Now here's Doncic. Defense right on him. And too long on the shot. Celtics trail by 3. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pritchard, the pass to Holiday. And it's all tied up. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
Total focus from Holiday at the arc. He doesn't like to waste shots.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced.
That's what pisses me off. This bitch ass nigga didn't give me the ball until right now. Until it got tied up. Now we're cooked. Now we're cooked.
The floor beautifully in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
Shot clock at 6. From deep, MP. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
3 points.
Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. changes for Boston. Jaylen Brown, he's checked. The first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Los Angeles leading by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down. How much importance did you two put on the regular season standings during your playing days?
Man, I took them very seriously, Ernie. I wanted to be on top. Meanwhile, Shaq was out there sleepwalking through the regular season.
And taking a look back now at the first half of play, the Lakers find themselves in a tight one.
They've had the hot hand from deep.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. MP really making a difference here.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And the Lakers, looking at who they've got. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. MP is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5, roaming the paint. Left side, Vanderbilt. From deep, MP. Boston with a rebound. And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
Porzingis sets a screen. For the tie. It's Hayes with the rebound. The Lakers lead by 3. And here's Jordan. He's got 12. It's James on the wing. Back to Jordan. Fires from deep. Connects again from distance.
Well, we expect him to come in firing. It's just another three-point barrage.
What a phenomenal run it's been for him. Nearing 5th on the list for most triples in a year. There's Tatum with the 3. Again, the miss by Boston.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Pass to Jordan. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by White. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Doncic. Brown passes to White. Good. And Brown gets the assist. White's got 12.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. And to put things simply, this has not been his work.
Have the space there, but it's offline.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Doncic, no good. Celtics trail by 4. White with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. White against Vanderbilt. And here's Brown for 3. Doncic grabs the miss.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Oh, MP showing the big range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
James against Brown. Right side, Porzingis. Back to Brown. White with a screen on James. Outside White. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
Some changes for Boston. Cornette's checked in. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. 11-point game. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. They've got Luke Cornette, Torrey Craig out there with Al Horford. Then there's Drew Holiday, and it's Tatum in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Boston 5. Well, Los Angeles shooting around 53%, a nice number. MP outside. Smart outside, and there's James from the arc. That's good, and it's Smart with the assist. Smart has got his 4th assist with that last one. Celtics trail by 11. Now Holiday to the paint. Here's Cornette, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Jackson Hayes. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. Doncic comes in for Smart. And here's MP from outside. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Holiday. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Doncic.
What you love about Drew Holiday is he's a true teammate. He's selfless and just wants to see his whole squad win.
It's both from the stripe. Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
There's Tatum with the 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to James. Doncic outside. The Luka 3. Money.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. The 3. That's good from Holiday on the assist from Tatum. Tatum's got his 3rd assist of the night. MP against Holiday. MP way outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Puts up a deep 3. No good.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Holiday, and Holiday powers it home.
How about that finish? Holiday showing how determined he is around the rim.
MP against Holiday. Jordan misses.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
To the middle. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Clutch play by Horford. Rises to the challenge with confidence. This is what coaches love about him.
And Boston with some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Cornette. Jaylen Brown comes in for Horford. And it's White in for Drew Holiday. Doncic passes to Jordan. Back to Doncic. MP outside. From outside the arc. Hits the three-pointer. Jordan's got 21 points in the game.
Yeah, just making the shot look easy. MP certainly has put some work into his shooting motion.
Porzingis with a screen on Doncic. From 18 feet away, Tatum can't hit.
Well, he just hasn't found his rhythm tonight, partly because he's gotten fewer touches.
MP finds Hayes. Back to MP. Outside Vanderbilt. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts it up. Good work defensively by White. Celtics trail by 7.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
The Lakers have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. MP up top. He's guarded by White. And here's MP from outside to the left side wing. Second shot opportunity, and he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
And MP doesn't back away from physical defense. You love that about the young player. He welcomes any chance to get to the line.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
The things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And it's Tatum missing. White against Jordan.
LeBron.
And he makes it. And the Lakers lead by 10. So it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. My girl's here tonight, guys. So
Way to bring the effort tonight.
Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. My girl's here, you already know. Ain't gonna be no late night and that shit, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Have a good night, babies.